Christmas movies are known for joy, love, and holiday magic, but let's be honest, none of them hit as hard without great villains. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Christmas special. Apologies for last night's dispute, so it should have been uploaded yesterday, but you will have noticed it's been uploaded today because I couldn't access the channel studio, but it is here. We still got 12 videos of Christmas, which is mainly what we want, folks. So without further ado, let's get into it. But today we are going to be looking at the best Christmas villains, the iconic characters who make holiday stories truly iconic. But you may be asking yourself, what makes a great Christmas villain? And I'm so glad you asked. A great Christmas villain is defined by their ability to challenge the spirit of holiday or Christmas itself, acting as an obstacle to joy, generosity, togetherness, while bringing a very memorable personality to the whole thing. And a sense of intimidation as well, or comedic energy to the story, like the Grinch. These antagonists often push the protagonist, or Christmas itself. Christmas itself can be seen as like the protagonist. However, it can be pushed to a point where making the emotional payoff of the holiday theme even stronger. What truly makes Christmas villains stand out is that they are usually larger than life. They are usually like instantly recognizable characters who have very exaggerative traits that symbolize deeper emotions or flaws such as greed, loneliness, chaos, or cynicism. Now, all of these actually do roll into a very good character type for any holiday movie, whether that's a Halloween one or a Christmas one. They are not just good obstacles for like the protagonist, however, they're reflections of what Christmas could become without kindness, empathy, or community, which is all why the best holiday villains remain iconic long after the credits have rolled. Anyone want to take a guess who the first best Christmas villain is? First on our list is the Grinch. Obviously, if anyone thought we weren't talking about the Grinch, you are sorely mistaken. The Grinch is the most iconic villain, but also he's got the best of redemption arc known to man. The Grinch is arguably the most iconic Christmas villain ever created, embodying the bitterness and cynicism that overshadow the holiday season while delivering a design, personality, and motive that is completely unforgettable. I mean, as a green figure in a fursuit, it's not exactly a hard character to miss. His disdain for Christmas is rooted in his emotional wounds rather than just being pure evil, making him a uniquely relatable Christmas villain and antagonist whose actions push the Hoover family and the spirit of Christmas to the brink, I would say. However, his redemption arc at the end elevates him beyond a simple villain, showing how even the coldest of hearts can grow 3 sizes and can be transformed by the power of community and compassion. Jim Carrey's live-action portrayal further cemented the Grinch as a pop culture legend, which blends humor, physicality, and emotional depth in a way that continues to define the character to this day. Ultimately, the Grinch works so well, he's funny, flawed, and human enough to remind us that his holiday spirit is discovered through connection, not material things. Now, if we're going into the Christmas lore, I think it's understandable that the Christmas Carol main antagonist is definitely the more understanding villain of the whole of the Christmas collection. But Ebenezer Scrooge stands out as one of the earliest and most influential holiday antagonists, symbolizing greed, emotional coldness, and the destructive impact that one person's bitterness can have on everyone around them. Also played by Jim Carrey. His harshness shapes the life of his employees, his community, and even his own future, making him a powerful example of how a single perspective can drain joy from the holiday season. Scrooge's transformation has become the blueprint for the true meaning of Christmas, as his journey from selfishness to generosity defines one of the most enduring moral narratives and Christmas storytelling. Now, the reason I picked the Grinch first is because I think the Grinch story is heavily involved with the Ebenezer Scrooge story. Very similar. However, obviously, green furry bloke, and then someone that wears a top hat and looks old and disturbed. So I would say there's a very big difference between the two. This story has been adapted hundreds of times in Christmas storytelling in every medium or dramatic film known, whether it's comedic, like the Muppet Christmas Carol. However, Scrooge remains a great villain precisely because his flaws feel painfully human, and his redemption reminds audiences that change is always possible. Now, last on our list is Oogie Boogie, Oogie Boogie. Don't know why I did that. Don't know why I did that. Oogie Boogie is one of the most stylish theatrical Christmas villains, a glow-in-the-dark, gambling-obsessed, whose personality and flair give The Nightmare Before Christmas its darker comedic edge. His sinister charisma, musical number, dangerous unpredictability make him both entertaining and genuinely just threatening. Especially as his kidnapping of Santa Claus escalates the stakes for both Halloween Town and Christmas Town. Oogie Boogie represents chaos, temptation, and mischief, very much like the Thor and Loki type comparison, but blends Halloween energy into a Christmas narrative in a way that feels very bold, creative, and very unique. His combination of human and menace has made him one of the most memorable holiday antagonists of all time. Now, obviously, there is a debate whether if Nightmare Before Christmas is actually a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. However, one, it's a good movie. There's not deny that. It is a good movie, but also it's still a good movie. Yeah, that's kind of all I have. But it doesn't take away from the facts. Many additional Christmas villains deserve recognition for unique tones, and the energy that they bring to their respective stories starts with like Harry and Marv from Home Alone, absolutely iconic, and they're definitely more slapstick punching bags than true threats to the overall story, but they're entertaining nonetheless. The Bumble from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer offers a classic creature-style villain who begins as the source of fear, but eventually softens into a lovable character. There's also Krampus, who provides a modern horror twist on the holiday punishment, merging folklore with the festive chills. While there's also the Burgmeister from Santa Is Coming to Town, who earns his villain status by outlawing toys in the most delightful, absurd examples of Christmas antagonism. But modern Christmas films continue to reinvent the Scrooge archetype, that's for sure. With Christmas-hating bosses, greedy CEOs, with other grumpy characters whose emotional walls create the central conflict. But each of these villains contributes something different, whether it's comedy, fear, heart, or pure chaos, reminding us that Christmas stories are often defined by the adversaries who make the season's message shrine harder. So what are the best Christmas villains in your opinion? From the icons like Grinch to Scrooge, to quirky characters like Oogie Boogie and the Wet Bandits, these villains remind us that Christmas stories aren't just about joy, they're about overcoming the challenges that make joy meaningful. But without further ado everyone, that is the end of today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe and comment what else you would like to see on the channel. But I hope you have an amazing day as always, and I hope you all have an amazing Christmas season, and I'll see you all in the next one, folks. Bye! Yeah!